Together we achieve victory over heart failure.
Hello friends, I am Dr. Nagendra Singh Chauhan. I am working as a Senior Director Medanta Medicity Hospital in Department of Cardiology. So today we are discussing about heart failure in this Victory over Heart Failure podcast. So we have to understand this term heart failure. Actually, it is quite horrifying for anyone to know that uska heart fail ho raha hai, but it is not that bad. So the term is given, heart failure is to mean by that आपका हार्ट जो है वो आपकी बॉडी की डिमांड को पूरा नहीं कर पा रहा है. सो गॉड हैज गिवन अस सो मच एक्स्ट्रा इन एवरी फॉर्म दैट अप टू सर्टेन एक्सटेंट बॉडी कैन टॉलरेट दैट. सो हमारा काम थोड़ा कम हार्ट पंपिंग से भी चल जाता है. बट वी call this heart failure to understand the severity so that patients should understand that if we don't control it in time, it can progress to a very serious condition. So that's why this term heart failure is given. The problem with this is that early stage, as I told before, because heart has given us so much extra, so किसी भी बीमारी का हमें पता नहीं चलता है. So this is a blessing in a way that heart has given us, God has given us so much extra, but it's in disguise also, because till 60% damage, like 50% of damage, we will not have any major symptoms. So generally, how we can detect this heart failure? This is a very important question in everyone's mind. So जब heart failure होगा, तो heart will not be able to commensurate to the demands of the body, meaning by हमें कुछ चीजों में तकलीफ आनी शुरू होगी. Generally, the common symptoms are breathing difficulty, कि आप जब तेज चलेंगे या चलेंगे तो breathing difficulty होगी, आपके हाथ पांव में सूजन आ सकती है, आपकी दिल की धड़कन बढ़ सकती है. इसमें एक चीज समझने की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है कि जो ब्रीदिंग डिफिकल्टी है, जब हार्ट फेलियर थोड़ा सीवियर हो जाएगा तो वो रेस्टिंग स्टेज पे भी आने लग जाती है. दैट इज ए डेंजरस साइन एंड इट इज ए क्वाइट क्लासिकल सिम्टम दैट पेशेंट को लेटने में सांस ज्यादा फूलेगा और बैठने में आराम मिलेगा. दिस इज वन ऑफ द वार्निंग साइंस कि अगर आपको लेटने में सांस चल रहा है और बैठने में आराम मिल रहा है, इट मीन्स योर हार्ट इज गेटिंग ओवरलोडेड, हार्ट इज गेटिंग इनटू burden and heart may fail also. So this is the time when you should immediately take a doctor's consult or go to the hospital and get admitted. This is a very important thing to understand. इसके अलावा मेजर सिम्टम जो हैं, कभी कभी आपको अनइजीनेस, घबराहट हो सकती है, कभी चेस्ट में पेन हो सकता है, कभी चक्कर आ सकता है, बेहोशी आने का भी कभी कभी चांस होता है. बट ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर जनरली वेरी रेयर बट वेरी मोर डेंजरस देन ब्रीदिंग डिफिकल्टी. सो हमें ये समझना जरूरी है कि जब भी हमें इस तरह की कोई फीलिंग आती है कि सांस फूल रहा है, घबराहट हो रही है, भूख नहीं लग रही है, शरीर में स्वेलिंग आ रही है, चक्कर आ रहा है, बेहोशी आ रही है, तो हमें डॉक्टर का अटेंशन लेना बहुत जरूरी है. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम इससे कैसे बच सकते हैं और हम इसको कैसे कंट्रोल करते हैं. सो देयर आर टू काइंड ऑफ पेशेंट्स. वन हु वांट टू नो कि उनको कभी भी हार्ट फेलियर नहीं हुआ है, बट दे वांट टू नो कि हम इससे कैसे बच सकते हैं. उसका सिंपल तरीका है कि अपनी एक्सरसाइज को मेंटेन करें, अपनी डाइट को मेंटेन करें, अपने कोलेस्ट्रॉल को मेंटेन करें. अगर आप हाई रिस्क पे हैं तो अपना रेगुलर चेकअप कराएं. नाउ देयर आर टू काइंड ऑफ पेशेंट्स हु आर हैविंग हार्ट फेलियर. हार्ट फेलियर दो तरह का होता है. एक जिसमें हार्ट की पंपिंग कम नहीं हुई है पर हार्ट की मसल स्टिफ हो गई है, एक जिसमें हार्ट की पंपिंग कम हो गई है. तो जिन पेशेंट्स की हार्ट की पंपिंग कम हो गई है या जिन पेशेंट की हार्ट की मसल स्टिफ हो गई है, उन सबको बताया जाता है कि आपको हार्ट फेलियर है, इससे घबराना नहीं है. नाउ एट दिस स्टेज यू शुड नो योर नंबर्स. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो कि आपकी बॉडी आपको क्या बता रही है, बिकॉज बॉडी विल गिव यू साइंस दैट इट इज नॉट गेटिंग द नीड विच इज रिक्वायर्ड. सो आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि आपका कोई भी पैरामीटर लिमिट से बाहर ना जाए. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर है हमारी हार्ट रेट. So normally heart rate हम बोलते हैं 60 to 100 is a normal heart rate. But what we prefer is for our heart failure patient that it should remain between 60 to 80, not more than 80. If it is remain below 60 to 70, it is actually ideal. The problem is अगर heart बहुत ज़्यादा weak हो गया है तो कभी कभी हम heart rate को बहुत ज़्यादा कम नहीं करना चाहते हैं, और we take some time to reduce it, because heart rate is also working in terms of supporting heart to create a significant blood output to commensurate with the heart body needs. सो ये डॉक्टर को डिसाइड करना है कि आपकी हार्ट रेट कितनी है, बट डेफिनेटली इट शुड नॉट गो अबव 100. सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज योर ब्लड प्रेशर. सो वी ऑलवेज से दैट आइडियल ब्लड प्रेशर इज 120/80, बट देयर इज ऑलवेज अ रेंज. सो एनी ब्लड प्रेशर विच इज 110/70 up to 135/85 is considered normal. So any blood pressure which is more than 130 is considered elevated. So ideally patients with heart failure should not have a blood pressure more than 130/80. So this is ideal. Now, the problem is that once we are giving you medicines to control blood pressure, sometimes in heart failure, blood pressure may go very low. So what we advise them is that blood pressure should not go below 100. The upper one is more important. In older ages, lower blood pressure can go very low, which should not be too much alarming. But upper blood pressure should not go below 100. That is very important. If you are taking medicines and your blood pressure is going below 100, then definitely you should consult your physician or cardiologist to give you an advice what is to be done. Sometimes we accept a 95 or 90 blood pressure also if you are passing good urine. So if you are passing good urine, it means your body is able to generate a pressure for kidneys so that they can create enough urine. So that says that blood pressure is acceptable for the body. But definitely this should be decided by your physician or cardiologist, not by you. So you should know that any blood pressure below 100 is not good. Anything between 100 to 130 is acceptable. If it is more than 130, definitely it is also not good. So medicines are given for heart failure. They are to be given in maximum tolerable doses. It means if you are tolerating them, you have to increase the dose to the maximum level for maximum benefit. So you have to consult your physician regularly for adjusting the doses. The next important thing is about your cholesterol. So although previously that was not considered very important, now we have to understand that cholesterol is an important thing. Although the latest research says that diet has no major role in controlling cholesterol. So this is a wrong notion that we say that we'll control our diet and we can control our cholesterol. It's not that. So definitely in patients who are eating excessive and they are obese, they have to reduce your intake and control the weight, which is even more important in patients of heart failure. But to control cholesterol, there are only two ways. Either you do significant exercise or you take medicines. So cholesterol, there are certain parts of cholesterol like LDL, VLDL, HDL, triglyceride. LDL is considered the most important part as bad cholesterol. So what guideline says is any patients, any normal healthy person, the LDL should not go above 100. Definitely, it doesn't mean that every patient with high LDL or more than 100, we should treat it. No. We have to control it by physical activity, by changing our lifestyle, by doing significant exercises. And patients who are at risk of heart failure or heart attack, like in them family history is there, or their diabetes is there, or obesity is there, or hypertension is there, then it is mandatory that we should control LDL cholesterol. And patients who already have heart disease or heart failure, definitely we have to control LDL, and at least it should be below 100 in all persons. And in heart patients, ideally we prefer to be below 70 or 50. That depends on your future risk of future cardiac events. So this is to be decided by, again, your cardiologist, but you should know that any LDL cholesterol more than 100 is not very good. And in some patients, we even want it to be below 50. HDL is the second part, which is good cholesterol. It should remain above 100, above 40. If it is above 40, is very good, but can't control it. So we can't help it. So whatever it is, we have to accept this. Other than this, the next important number is your weight. So definitely weight should not increase. In heart patients, in heart failure patients, the problem is that they are retaining water because heart is not taking that load. So their weight goes up. So we have to check our weight daily if we are heart failure patient. And if weight is increasing fast, it means we are accumulating water. So we have to take help of our physician to remove this by medicines. There is no other way. So that's why very important. The next important thing is your urine output. So in heart failure patient, we always advise them to reduce the water intake or liquid intake in their daily 24-hour diet. So we are not restricting any food item, but we are mainly restricting water and salt. They should not drink too much of water. The limit should be decided by the cardiologist, and they should check their body weight. If weight is increasing, it means you are accumulating water, and that can lead to a further increase in heart failure. So आपको अपना pulse, अपना blood pressure, अपना cholesterol, अपना weight, these are the 4 important numbers you should know, and you should control these. So that's why we say we should know our numbers and we should control them. If we can control them, definitely we can control heart failure much better, and we should not be too much worried about this term heart failure, because this is the term given to understand that this can progress into a very serious condition if we are not checking it regularly and not monitoring it. Thank you.